the game of the week, the matchup of the week.
Come on.
Bama going down to the swamp, to my home, my place, the forge that I was birthed out of as a football player, against my Florida Gators. This is that primetime matchup. This afternoon kick. This is getting the eyes and the ears. That there's a quandary down there. There's Emory Jones, Anthony Richardson debate, right? And it's not too similar from the debate that we're having, with Texas A&M and kind of what they went through with the quarterback transition. Hell, everybody's still figuring out who their quarterback is. The only person that really knows, is Ole Miss, right? Matt Corral. There's nobody there on that roster that's going to compete with Matt Corral.
That's right.
And of course, Bryce Young is the blessed and forsaken baptized child of Saban right now at quarterback. But Florida has a unique situation. Emory Jones, he's solid, he's steady, he's been there. There's a loyalty issue, I think, with Dan Mullen. But Anthony Richardson, for a second week in a row, is what every Looney Tunes cartoon that we watched with Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. He's Acme Dynamite, and he's explosive. Every time he touches the ball, you don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. And the kid averaged 65 yards a play, I think, at one point in that USF game. Every time he touched the ball, it was going to be 65 yards worth of offense. So if you're Florida looking at Alabama, what can you hopefully do to withstand the tide, literally and figuratively?
Yeah, look, man, I mean, I need some help, Max. I need you to help me, man. You're the Gator down there. Look, I'm a Dan Mullen guy, one of the best quarterback developers in the game, great play caller. Great head coach for all intents and purposes. I mean, everything we've seen, we have no reason to believe otherwise. But this one here, man, for me is this is a decision that could ruin the season for Florida ultimately, in my opinion. Right? I mean, you're talking about a guy that in Anthony Richardson, who has 11 carries for 275 yards. You heard me, 275 yards on 11 carries. He's got a 73-yard touchdown run, an 80-yard touchdown run. And I don't give a damn that he is completing less than 50% of his balls. My man's got a whip that will shock you, that will blow your mind when you see him rip the football. And here's the deal. When I watch the two guys play, Max, and this is just cut and dry, black and white truth of the matter, I know they're both athletic dual threat quarterbacks. But when I see Emory Jones, he blends in with their opponents in the two games that I've seen so far. Like, it doesn't just jump off the screen of like, whoa, that right there plays against the big boys in the SEC. Right? The arm and the running. When I see Anthony Richardson, I go, that right there, that might play against Alabama. That right there might play against Georgia's speed on defense. And I'm talking about his legs and his arms. So for me, this is a cut and dry. Anthony Richardson gives you a chance to win the SEC. And the other kid, you want to be loyal to him, Emory Jones, he may or may not be able to make some plays. Now, I ain't done yet, Max. I told you I wasn't going to be long-winded, but I'm going to keep on going here. The turnovers, Max, man. I mean, Emory Jones has turned that thing over, I believe, 4 times. And my man, Anthony Richardson, he ain't turned it over a lick now. This decision for me with Dan Mullen deciding to go into Emory Jones, at least right now going to Emory Jones, man, I just can't get behind it, and I can't in no way, shape, or form understand it. I need you to help me out with this one, man.
I mean, week 1, I can justify, right? I can see the mindset. But now that we have 2 games, 2 interceptions per game for Emory Jones, the decision-making is slower. The explosiveness is there. He's leading the team in passing, but he's second on the team in rushing. Anthony Richardson, second on the team in passing, #1 in rushing. In fact, he has about as many yards as Emory Jones and Davis together. It's just, it's an explosion factor. It's an intrigue. It's a concentration and having to focus on something else. And if you can get the opponent thinking, oh my gosh, okay, we got to plan for this kid, Anthony Richardson, but we also have to plan for Emory Jones as well. You're trying to distract the attention from it being a focal point. And I think this might actually be the smoke and mirrors, right? This might actually be the smoke and mirrors coming into this game. Now we'll see how the hamstring is for Anthony Richardson, because remember, he pulled up on that last touchdown run in the USF game, grabbing his right hamstring. So we're going to see how that goes this week, if he's ready to rock it. Him to start Anthony Richardson in this game, just to mess up Alabama's mindset, just to give them something like, oh, shoot. Okay, we got to go to game plan 2 and try and take advantage of that change up.
Yeah, I love your couple of things you said, man. I agree wholeheartedly with your like Emory Jones. He seems to be processing at a slower level, like a slower rate. And if you're going to be that guy and you're going to be competing with a quarterback like Anthony Richardson, you got to be able to process at a higher level. And I think the slow processing is what's ended up resulting in interceptions, right? And so I think that's one thing that sticks out different about Emory Jones as well. The other thing is the start could be, again, I mean, we're talking through it here, but the start, even if Emory Jones does start, it could be, hey, it's not because Emory Jones is ready. It's really because maybe, just maybe, Anthony Richardson isn't ready for a week of preparation, the media, all the attention that comes with, hey, it's Bama week, baby. And you might be onto something there, man. Dan Mullen, maybe just just protecting Anthony Richardson just a little bit, and then come game time, going to lean heavily on him. Boy, I sure hope so, because I think he gives them a chance to win that ball game, and at least compete and have a chance to win that ball game in the fourth quarter.